Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Going to be giving you some news regarding the Glazers, and I'm going to be giving you some more news regarding Harry Kane. So the Glazers likely to sell entire shares of the club. Man United are set for a complete takeover when the Glazers have sold Manchester United. The Glazers won $6 billion to sell the club. The Glazers won't drop their $6 billion asking price. The club is aimed to be sold by the summer transfer window. The Glazers have been a massive issue at the club for such a long time. For such a long time, United fans have been protesting against the Glazers. The Glazers have owned Manchester United for 17 years. They purchased the club for around 790 million back in 2005. For quite some time, Sir Jim Ratcliffe has been interested in buying Manchester United. Now, Man United suffer Harry Kane blow. Harry Kane is open to signing a new contract at Tottenham, despite Man United interest. Contract talks between Tottenham and Harry Kane are set to begin next month. Harry Kane is under contract with Tottenham until 2024. He did say Man United are considering making a move for Harry Kane in the summer. United manager put a new number 9 on top of his summer recruitment plans. Tottenham's minimum price tag for Harry Kane is 85 million. Harry Kane has been at Tottenham for 20 years, almost. He joined Tottenham's youth academy in 2004. He broke into Tottenham's senior squad back in 2011. Kane has scored 266 goals for Tottenham in all competitions. Kane has levelled Jimmy Greaves' record. You know, he scored in Tottenham's 1-0 win away at Fulham. Kane's won the Golden Boot quite a few times at Tottenham. Kane's had loan spells before with Leyton Orient, Millwall, Norwich and Leicester. So that's the news on Harry Kane. Manchester United are looking to get another player on loan before this transfer window closes. So far, Erik ten Hag has made 2 signings in this January transfer window. He brought Wout Weghorst in on loan and brought Jack Butland in on loan. Reason we brought Jack Butland in is because Dubravka's loan got terminated. He's our number 2 to De Gea. Revert back to last summer, Ten Hag brought the likes of Terrell Malacia in, Christian Eriksen, Lisandro Martinez, Casemiro, Antony and Dubravka. Ten Hag has spent over 200 million so far as Manchester United manager. Let me put into the equation, he's let a lot of players go as well. You know, last year we saw Lingard leave on a free. He went to Nottingham Forest. Cavani and Mata left on free transfers. Ronaldo got sacked. Ronaldo, of course, is playing in Saudi Arabia for Al Nassr. We loaned Hannibal Meachby out to Birmingham. Amad Diallo Traore went out on loan to Sunderland. Ethan Laird went out on loan to QPR. Pogba and Matic both left on free transfers. Pogba went back to Juventus and Matic went to Roma, so he's been reuniting with Mourinho. You know, Ten Hag loaned Alex Telles out to Sevilla, loaned Eric Bailly out to Marseille. Lee Grant left, loaned Dean Henderson out to Nottingham Forest. Sold James Garner to Everton, sold Andres Pereira to Fulham. So there are a lot of the players that left last year. And not so long ago, Man United loaned Sholo Shortire out to Bolton. More players will be leaving the club this year. I can see Tom Heaton leaving. Heaton probably won't leave in this January transfer window. He'll leave at the end of the season. Tom Heaton is Man United's third choice keeper, with obviously Man United getting Butland in on loan. At the time we brought Tom Heaton in, no, we brought him in as a backup to De Gea. We got him on the free transfer from Villa. I can see Ten Hag getting rid of Dean Henderson permanently. You know, Dean Henderson's out on loan with Nottingham Forest, doing well. He's now out with injury though until February. Henderson, when he was at Man United, didn't get nowhere near as many opportunities as expected. Most of the time he was behind De Gea. I think there was one point though we give Dean Henderson that number 1 jersey. Ten Hag will get rid of Telles permanently. He'll get rid of Bailly permanently. Williams will leave this year because he don't get in the team. Last season was out on loan with Norwich and he was out with injury for Man United earlier on in the season. Tuanzebe will probably leave the club as well this year. He's another one that don't get in the team. Tuanzebe's been out with injury for a while. Last season was he out on loan with Villa? Well, he's enjoyed like 3 loan spells with Villa. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I can see him leaving the club this year. He's not our first choice right back. He hasn't been our first choice right back for a while. Diego Dalot's our first choice right back. Bissaka's only been playing a lot of games in the last few months because obviously Dalot has been out with injury. Bissaka did alright against Arsenal. He made some good 1v1 tackles, but he was at fault for Arsenal's first goal. Man United got Wan-Bissaka from Crystal Palace in a deal worth 50 million back in the summer of 2019. He's good defensively, but the attacking side of his game lets him down. Fred could possibly be leaving the club this year. Well, he said last year that Eric Ten Hag decided to sell Fred and Harry Maguire. Fred's still getting regular game time. He's still one of Man United's first choice centre midfielders, despite the arrivals of Casemiro and Christian Eriksen. You know, Fred's played games alongside Casemiro and Eriksen this season. Fred's even ahead of McTominay. Surprisingly, Fred didn't start against Arsenal. It was McTominay alongside Eriksen. I thought it'd been Fred alongside Eriksen. Casemiro didn't play because he was suspended against Arsenal. Towards the end of last year, Man United extended Fred's contract by 1 year. Man United got Fred from Shakhtar Donetsk in a deal worth 50 million back in 2018, brought him in under the Jose Mourinho era. I initially thought McTominay was going to be leaving, but I heard that he's not going to be leaving this month. McTominay is not one of our first choice centre midfielders, is he? But like I said, he started against Arsenal. I thought it was quite poor, but he did have a good chance in the game, produced a good save from Aaron Ramsdale. McTominay did mention that he's worried about the lack of game time under Ten Hag. Newcastle have expressed an interest in McTominay. Man United want around 30 million. He's been part of the club for such a long time. He's under contract with Man United till 2025. Don't forget, Man United are open to loan offers for Facundo Pellistri and Anthony Elanga. Don't forget though, it said Man United blocked Everton from signing Anthony Elanga on loan due to a climate at Goodison Park. Said Borussia Dortmund are unlikely to sign Anthony Elanga. Anthony Elanga's existing deal runs until 2026. He's been at Manchester United since 2014 as Elanga. He joined our youth setup then. He made his senior debut against Leicester in May 2021. So he's been at the club for 9 years. Elanga's lost his place in the team anyway, with obviously Garnacho coming through the ranks. And Facundo Pellistri, wasn't he out on loan last season, if I do remember rightly? Anthony Martial, I think we'll get rid of him this year. He may leave in the summer. If we get Harry Kane, he's definitely leaving. But obviously we've got Wout Weghorst on loan. Martial's just been hampered with injuries this season. So there you go. But Erik ten Hag has mentioned quite a few things building up to the game against Nottingham Forest. He said he wants to end our trophy drought. You know, he wants to win a trophy. Man United have not won a domestic trophy since 2017. That's 6 years ago now. And he also urges Marcus Rashford to stay at Man United and sign a new deal despite PSG interest. Ten Hag did mention quite a few things after the defeat to Arsenal. He criticised Man United's defending. He said all 3 of the Gunners' goals were avoidable, and he came out and said, "I'm annoyed. I told players I want trophies," and he was talking about them changing their mentality. But for me, Erik ten Hag is the right manager for Man United. You know, he's doing well. This is his first full season. You know, he has got us in the top 4. His expectations this season is to get us a top 4 finish. And he's got us to a Carabao Cup semi-final. Don't forget last year, Ten Hag got named Premier League Manager of the Month. He got appointed in as the Man United manager in April last year. So he's been the Man United manager now for almost a year. He's been in charge around 9 months. He's under contract with Man United till 2025. He replaced Rangnick. Revert back to when Ten Hag was at Ajax, he did very well because he won Eredivisie titles, he won Dutch Cups, and back in 2019 got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals, and he developed the young players well. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.